Luigi, look! It's from Bowser! Have taken over the Mushroom Kingdom. Dear Pesky Plumbers.
Yo, what is going on, everyone? Septic here, and welcome back to the Pesky Plumbers Podcast. I have not said this in a hot minute. I'm here joined today by these two magnificent people. Why don't you introduce yourselves? Go from top to bottom.
Hey, yo. I'm assuming that's me. Alright. People call me Noboru or Fern, whichever one you prefer. I'm here just chilling. I just came back from work. EVO was not too long ago. Jesus, was it really fucking hype. I really loved EVO all the time around.
This year's EVO is probably the best it's ever been, I think.
So true. And then the next person?
Yeah, it's me, SabdierZ, trying to get back at some material. Constantly recording audio for videos, but never actually uploading. Truly a terrifying and vicious cycle.
Truly the YouTube experience.
So true. So unbelievably true.
So this podcast is going to be interesting because we're going to be doing something different with the Pesky Plumbers Podcast. Instead of doing multiple topics like we would do before, we're just going to keep it to one topic, have some guests come through, and they're just going to talk about what they thought of something. In this case, our topic today is going to be EVO 2023. EVO 2023 took place on August 4th to the 6th. And let me tell you guys, in my personal opinion, it was probably one of the best EVOs ever. I feel like the announcements were hype. I felt like the games were hype. I felt like just the entirety of it was just incredible. What do you guys have to say about like EVO if you just have to like sum everything up?
It was a blast. I want to go next year.
Facts. Me too, bro. Like
that's the best. I'm going to go next year.
Like I already said
that is the plan.
Like I said it to both of you guys. Like I have already made plans where like guaranteed I'm going to EVO next year. Like no ifs, ands, or buts. No, I'm going. I will make that trip. We're going to Las Vegas, Nevada. We gotta gamble, and then we gotta go watch some EVO, bro. Some good ass fighting games, bro.
Damn, we finna drown in 2 sets of pools, both gambling and EVO. That's crazy.
That is true. Hey, but you know what? Think about it like this: we are contributing to the pot bonus. You know, so just saying.
We're making someone else's.
And I'm the one taking it.
We're making someone else's pockets fatter.
That is true, bro.
No, I'm the one taking it. No, it's gonna be making my pockets fatter because I'm gonna be playing in Guilty Gear Strive. Hopefully next year's EVO.
I might pick, depending on the game that's picked. I might actually like lab something, maybe actually try, see how far I can go and everything. Like, I mean, Guilty Gear is probably definitely guaranteed for next year. I'll probably try something out, like play a little bit. It's been a hot minute. Maybe Marvel comes back. Maybe I'll try that as well.
Doubt it, because they're doing. Because now they're doing, nostalgia games. So the next nostalgia game will probably be different.
Marvel 2.
I'm surprised. I would have thought they would have chosen Street Fighter 3 for like the first time of doing this, but no, they did Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So who knows? Maybe Third Strike will be there one day. Who knows? We think of games like Third Strike, but it could also be its previous versions, New Gen, Second Impact. Who knows? Because as long as it was a game featured at EVO.
He died.
True.
Maybe Mario Kart will finally make its return to EVO.
Oh my goodness!
After all these years, who knows? That happened one time.
You just brought back that core.
That's from my thoughts on EVO real quick. It was the worst EVO ever. Can't believe it. Party game player made it to the end. Oh no, am I dying again?
I mean, okay, well, we heard you, so don't worry. Everything that you said, we heard.
No,
but he can't hear us for some odd reason.
We'll never know.
We'll never know, but I will say, let me tell him that we did hear everything that he said. I guess he didn't hear us. Let me let him know. We heard everything, just so you know. There we go. Boom. Let him know so he can see it. But
I am suffering at the moment.
No, that's understandable, but we did hear you. So damn, I lost my train of thought before he forgot that we oh yeah, he brought back that memory in the corner of my brain that I had just completely forgotten, when it came to like Mario Kart, bro. Like I had completely forgotten that Mario Kart was an official tournament at EVO at one point.
It was.
It was, yeah. It was like I forgot which one it was. Wii, I think. But it was a Mario Kart game that they had that was like one of like the main shows and everything, and everyone was like, "There ain't no way this is legit." Like I gotta find it. It was the funniest thing ever.
Bruh, imagine playing a fucking racing kart game at a fighting game tournament.
Hey, bro, you are fighting.
To be fair, you are throwing hands on the track. Does make sense.
Like, let me look it up. I see here. I think it was EVO 2006 lineup games, I think it is. Like, let me see. Yeah, because it was the funniest thing ever. Yeah, let me see here. EVO Championship.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I think I found it here. EVO Championship games. No, but I think it was just kind of like a side thing. Yeah, because I'm looking at like some of the main games here. I see Dead or Alive 4. A lot of Street Fighter, Marvel. All that good jazz. Oh, wait, I think I found it. 2006. Here we go, bro. I see Mario Kart right here, bro.
That's wild.
In 2006, it included Mario Kart DS as part of the lineup, bro.
I think for this year there was definitely a lot of like side tournaments, but I think the odd one for this year was Mega Man Battle Network. Mega Man Battle Network had a like side tournament at EVO this year.
It did, yeah.
I did not know that, and as a big ass Battle Network fan, I would have definitely slid.
Yeah, like he was like SabdierZ was like hyping me up about that. He was like, "Bro, look at this." But I don't think they live streamed it, right?
I don't.
No, they did. I was depressed.
Damn.
Yeah, they tend not to live stream side events, from what I know.
It's occasionally, yeah. Like
the only side event I think that I saw was streamed was Soul Calibur.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's
but
cool.
Overall, I think EVO this year was absolutely incredible. The energy was there.
Yes.
The crowd was wild.
Yes.
The games were amazing. I remember when I remember when they were announcing the lineup for EVO. Me and my cousin were in a voice call and we're literally like watching the games line up. And I was telling him, bro, I really, really hope they announce Marvel 3 back because I've been getting super, super back into Marvel. And I left to go do something. And guess what was the last game announced?
Ultimate Marvel 3, bro.
Literally. When I came, I would look at my phone and my cousin was blowing up my Discord. It's like, Fern, why'd you leave now at the worst timing? I'm like, why? And as soon as I came back, I see Marvel on my screen. I'm like, am I high right now? What am I seeing on my monitor?
That was a big surprise. I don't think many people were expecting that to return. If anything, people thought like maybe Marvel 2. Because that was the one that was supposed to be at the last EVO and everything. Well, yeah, last EVO before it was supposed to happen. But hey, Marvel 3, I definitely welcome it.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I loved Marvel 3. Out of all the games showed at EVO this year, I definitely spent the most amount of time watching Marvel 3. Since that's out of like all the fighting games there that were shown. That's my go-to game to always play.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a very good year just overall. Even Fighters was extremely high.
Fighters was really damn good too.
Yeah, Fighters was like, I believe they ended on day 2, but it was still very, very good to watch. Like, it was just, the energy was there for every single one of these games. Marvel, Fighters, Tekken, Guilty Gear, Street Fighter 6, KOF, Melty Blood, and Mortal Kombat 11. They were all just great to watch.
That's one thing I like right now is that, like, you know, like, I know they started doing this since last year, but, like, they're finally doing it where, depending on how many entrants a game has, is what determines whether or not it'll be in day 3.
Sunday finals.
Yeah, which is how it should have been, you know what I mean? Like, because they would have some of these finals, like, the games that have a day 3, like, I remember BB Tag was day 3, but it was around the time it was already dead. So, like, barely anyone was, like, sitting down in, like, the theater and everything. And speaking of sitting down in the theater, bro, can we talk about how packed that whole theater was?
It was actually stacked. I'm surprised. I did not hear anybody complain about like if it was humid or anything. That AC was working overtime in that fucking building.
Dude, that thing was like, I felt like every single seat was like taken up. Like everyone was there to watch those finals.
It was packed. I love the crowd, dog. Everyone was just watching this like a particular game that they came to watch, and the energy was there for everybody cheering for their players. watching everybody just go neck and neck. It was just a great thing to experience.
Mm-hmm. No, indeed. I want to be there live in person.
Oh, definitely. I
the
definitely
Ace-
plan to be Marvel there next, or not Marvel. Hopefully Marvel, but I definitely hope to be at EVO next year.
Same here.
In terms of the AC, I mean, yeah, it was working overtime, just not for those poor PS5s. Man, that was something else, man.
Melt.
I understand.
You mean the Wi-Fi router?
No. Quick thing. Basically, PS5s, the USB ports were being melted off. And I don't even know how, but some people think because their fight sticks are not really compatible with the PS5 at the moment, so they need converters. So people think it might have been the converters, but there are stories of like people's cable ports melting, the USB port in the PS5 melting. One guy took out the cable, and the entire USB like connector from the PS5 got pulled out. Which is weird because it wasn't hot. It wasn't hot. So during the commercial breaks, they would actually switch out PS5s to hope that they won't melt the USB ports.
That is awful, bro.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but ain't Sony now the owner of EVO?
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Sony, fix your shit.
Like Sony, what's good, bro?
It makes it even more embarrassing.
I'm in the process of fixing my mid-station 4. I swear to you, this console is some trash.
You put your whole USB in there, bro. Gone,
Literally.
bro. Gone in an instant.
Besides the PlayStation, the mid-station, the games were good.
The
games were very fun to watch. I personally spent more time watching Marvel, and that's where my mainstay was. I dipped in a little other fighting games from time to time with like Dragon Ball Fighters, a little bit of KOF 15, and I wanted to end it off with Street Fighter 6. But what games? I'm curious to know what games were you two like mostly watching?
Definitely. What's it called? Definitely the Street Fighter. The Street Fighter 6 was like extremely hyped. That was the one I definitely was watching from beginning to end, and it was just nonstop like action throughout. Like that Street Fighter 6 grand finals were incredible. I feel like Street Fighter as a whole always has like some of like the best grand finals and everything. Every match there was just so interesting to watch.
True.
Obviously Ultimate Marvel 3. I definitely watched Ultimate Marvel 3. What's it called? I didn't really get to watch much of Tekken 7 or Guilty Gear Strive. I tried to watch them, but I couldn't. I was busy. I ignored Mortal Kombat 11 because ain't no way I'm watching Dookie.
Hey, your Mortal Kombat looking kind of fire. I want to go lie.
MK1.
Look, all I know is that MK1 I'm more excited for you, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, so let me tell you, I know this is going to be a little fun fact, right? So for Marvel 3, there's this particular player called Liberal Terminator, right?
Okay.
I played him not too long ago. Not at EVO, obviously, because I didn't go to EVO. But I legitimately played Liberal Terminator.
And did you beat his ass?
He perfected me, dog. I was flabbergasted. I was flabbergasted. When I was watching Marvel Top 6 and Liberal Terminator popped up on obviously main stage, I was thinking to myself, wait, that guy looks familiar. Very familiar. And then my cousin told me, wait, Fern, isn't this the dude that you played at Guild House when we went? And I'm like, wait, I think you're right. And I saw his team, and I'm like, no, that's him. I played him at Guild House.
That's the guy that whooped my ass.
Literally, that's the guy that perfected me and beat my ass. But it was crazy. Like, here, let me show y'all this, right? I'm gonna post this in the chat. Look at this. This is when I went to go play at Guild House, right? As you can see, I'm in Group A, 3-0. He perfected me once in that game.
Yeah, you got to the winners quarterfinals. You just got thrown to losers bracket, and then you lost to not enough damage.
No, not the 06. Not the 06, man. Oh, no.
I'm telling you right now, Marvel players in Cali do not fucking play around. They're very competitive. And as you can see, Liberal Terminator's there. This is the chart for top 6. Is there a specific name that looks familiar?
Let me see here. It was Liberal, and is that it? Just Liberal?
Yeah, Liberal. I played
Yeah.
Liberal Terminator at Guildhouse 88.
He did pretty.
And-
then he got
Oh,
3-0'd
yeah.
in loser semi.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's no easy task to make it to top 6.
Mhm. Like
So,
I will.
I mean, when all you have to fight against is Zero May Cry, it's really difficult.
Yo,
You'd be
bro,
surprised to know.
let me
You'd
tell
be
you,
surprised
bro.
to know. My losers run. My very first game on losers was a Zero May Cry player. I'm upset.
It'd be like that. Also, yo, speaking of mirror matches, bro, like EVO mirror match grand finals, am I right? Except with two exceptions, right?
talk about games also.
No, we don't care about the
Bro,
game too excited. I'm kidding, go for it.
Bro,
Yeah, it's so true.
I loved Marvel. Don't get me wrong. Zero May Cry is a very potent team. I think the best team in the game, but it's by far one of the hardest. But it's just like, I wish we got more diversity. I was hoping K. Lou Rivers would make it to grands, but
Mhm.
it just couldn't pull through with the game with his opponents as he was flying Zero May Cry.
Mhm.
Zero touches you once, you're
It's
dead.
over.
Literally, you're fucking dead.
Over.
It's like I think
It is-
like I forgot what it was for grand finals. Like SF6, it was Ryu. It was Ken and Luke, and then and then what's it called? And then for Guilty Gear, it was Happy Chaos, and who was the other one? I forgot the other one.
Ironically,
Happy
for
Chaos, it was Happy Chaos and Nagaruki.
Nagaruki. Okay.
Nagoriyuki. I think ironically for fighters, it was also a mirror match. I think it was. I think it was
Gogeta,
Vegeta,
and 17.
and 17. Yeah.
17.
It was
The
all,
only tournaments that didn't have mirror matches were Guilty Gear Strive, Street Fighter 6, and 1/3 of KOF 15 because
He died again. It's over. I'll pick it up from there for KOF 15.
they had like they had like one character different. That was it.
Yeah,
Damn,
like,
he
can't remember who.
Skeptic. He performed the no mix on you, dog. You
He
gotta
did.
pick up on him, and he performed the no mix.
he came through, bro. But yeah, so it was Cronin and Isla that were shared, and then like the last slot was like different. That's about it. Everything else was like pretty much the same. Kunimitsu versus Kunimitsu at Tekken. Yeah, Zero, Virgil,
What's crazy is that there's some alternate universe where it is all perfect dittos. Because for Guilty Gear Strive, there were 2 Nagaryuki players. In Street Fighter 6's top 6, there were 2 Ken players. So there could have been a chance where we could have had all grand finals be mirror matches.
Mhm.
That would have actually been crazy.
That would have been funny. What's it called? EVO 2023 would have been just changed to like Mirror Evo or some shit like that.
Literally. Mirror, your worst enemy is yourself.
Yeah. Also,
Mirror,
dude,
bro.
you didn't get to say your fighting games, so let me see. What were your fighting games that you were excited
Well, the
about?
only ones I was excited for, because I only really watched the top 6, was Ultimate, and then that thing came and went. 6-minute
True.
grand finals, you know.
True.
Dragon Fighters, mainly because for fighters, it's kind of like the intros, right? Where you have a character, and the character in the intro they scream, and the entire audience screams. That happened with Gogeta.
That's
Right. So that was awesome. KOF 15 because I do love the game, and I played Cronin. I want to learn more Cronin. I want to see what people are doing with Cronin. And then the only other game I was excited for was Strive because Street Fighter 6. It's a new game, but when I saw that top 6, I was like, okay, well, it's Ken and Blanca and Luke. None of the characters I like, so okay, that's cool, I guess. But I mean, obviously, in terms of hype factor, Street Fighter 6 ended up being my favorite one.
Oh, I know,
out of
definitely.
the bunch.
I always feel like Street Fighter, like in terms of their grand finals, are always so fucking hype. And it's also like even for Street Fighter 5, like Street Fighter 5, not the best Street Fighter game, right? But like their grand finals were like super damn hype, bro.
Mm-hmm. I think it's because it's the nature of Street Fighter where the game is extremely footsie based again, like compared to like other fighting games. So every opponent and every player is micro spacing to the literal millimeter, and if you fuck up once, it's a good chunk of health, not death, but a good chunk of health. So you have another shot. And it's you literally watching people play like within like literally like breathing down each other's neck distance. It's a very footsie based game, but people love seeing very competitive and footsie based combat because it's you can literally see both players. What moves are they making? What are they crouching? Are they jumping? Are they slightly backing away? Are they doing a projectile? You can literally see them doing what's their next move that could maybe break your opponent's defense or hold your own defense against their onslaught of what they could be doing against you. I personally understand why Street Fighter 6 was probably the best one. Besides it being a new game on the market, Street Fighter in general is just very enjoyable to watch regardless of what background you come from in any fighting game.
Well, I just think those moment-to-moment segments were just a lot better than most of the other games because, for example, despite it being the one I was looking forward to the most, I ended up being disappointed by the most was Strive. Because with Strive, I mean, the only match was hilarious to me was it was Nubenheimer and I forget the other Nagoriyuki player's name because this was the first time I ever heard about him. But that one was the only one that I actually laughed because the amount of times they round start the same move 3 times, which was Nagoriyuki's kind of semi DP, right? And then they also clash at the same time with two ends. They kept hitting each other at the same time. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I remember we were watching that was pretty funny.
But then the grand finals, I'm just watching poor Nagoriyuki versus Happy Chaos. And
I feel like people were pissed off with that because it wasn't first of all, it wasn't that people were pissed off at Leffen for winning. I mean, first of all, that man holds 2 fighting game titles, one being Smash and the other one being Guilty Gear. But people were mad at
player really won here, huh?
Yeah, I know, right? It wasn't the fact that Leffen won, but I feel like some people were kind of tilted, not because it was another Happy Chaos player again in grand finals and everything.
Well,
so another Happy Chaos victory.
I think it was definitely both because not a lot of people really like Leffen, myself included. But him playing Happy Chaos definitely did not put him in the best light because Umisho, who won last year, also played Happy Chaos, and I would say Umisho, I guess, got a little bit more praise because
it was the first EVO that Guilty Gear Strive was there. It was the first. It was the first.
But by now, a lot of people are very familiar with how Happy Chaos works, and not a lot of people really like Happy Chaos at all, myself included.
Hey, we'll see.
I like playing the guy; he's funny, but that's it.
We'll see how finals go for I guess next EVO and everything like that. But yeah, there were a lot of mirror matches. I forgot which one it was for the other games, honestly, unreally, but
I'm trying to remember. So so for fighters it was Gogeta Vegito 17. We said that. Yeah. For Ultimate, it was Zero McFry. For KOF, it was Cronin Isla, and then I forgot who the other 2 were playing. Yeah. For Street Fighter 6, it was Ken and then Blanca/Luke. For Strive, it was Chaos and Nagoriyuki. For Melty Blood, it's I forget his full name, but it's Michael something. And for Tekken 7, and it was for Tekken 7, it was both Kitsune players. So
was it Kitsune or Kunimitsu?
Kunimitsu. Well, I mean that's it's the joke.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
It was just mirror match EVO, but it was overall a good time. A grand old time. I can't wait to go there next year. I know we said it earlier, but I definitely want to go. I do not want to miss these matches. All those look fun. I just want to know how we're gonna eat at at the grand finals venue. One of us is gonna have to go. All right, one of you go get the food, come back, and you know what I mean.
True.
That's true. Though I will say though, the best part for those EVO top 6s were definitely the intros. I hope they never drop those. They better bring that back for next year.
The music intros.
Yeah, those were so good. I would definitely say my favorites was Street Fighter 6 for sure. KO 15 was very unique, and I really did love that one as well.
Oh my god, bro! When I heard the Hispanic music come on, I'm like, hey, no way, bro! It made sense though. I understand why it was good, but
yeah. And then I also like the UMVC 3 one as well.
Mm-hmm. I was a big fan of the Dragon Ball one because the Dragon Ball one, right? The
Dragon Ball one was also really good.
Yeah, they inspired it based off Linkin Park and that era of new metal and all that shit. So I was really really damn awesome.
Oh yeah.
So that one was probably my favorite And I guess the other one I'd say was really, really good was, I would say probably Guilty Gears and everything. Like Guilty Gears, yeah, Guilty Gears was also really, really good too. They were all fun. I like that they're having these intros, hyping us up, getting ready for the tournament. I would say the worst song, by the way, was the Tekken 7 opening song. That was kind of sucked in my personal opinion, but hey,
It's
you know,
very
it is
boring.
what it is.
I don't remember it at all.
I don't blame you. Very generic, I will say.
I think yeah, like those intros were incredible. Like
They were.
I think like yeah, like I said, for me overall, because music wise, I really have to listen to them like a third, like a third or fourth time. But in terms of like overall editing, the Street Fighter one was the best edited one because
Agree.
even the
Oh, yeah,
video
definitely.
itself like matched the aesthetic.
Street Fighter.
I said 6, yes, Street Fighter 6 was going for it.
Who would have
It's incredible.
thought with the game named Street Fighter, 6 games later, the aesthetic of the game is you're in the streets.
Hit the streets.
Literally.
Yeah.
You
Someone's
got
gonna.
paint, you got graffiti, paint can spraying everywhere. The way like Capcom introduces its name for the game,
Yeah.
like it's
Street
someone literally
Fighter
spraying
6.
like somebody literally spray painting it on the wall.
Mhm.
Like the aesthetic of this game matches the name of the game, which I think
Exactly.
I'm surprised it took them this long, but you know what? I'll take it.
Better late than never, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, but I think that's everything, right?
That's pretty much
Terms of-
the roundup. Essentially,
The
end of
Evo, the
roundup for
Evo roundup. Yeah,
Yeah,
the Evo roundup.
now I
Because
guess we-
obviously there are announcements.
Yes, yeah. So let's start off with one of the greatest announcements. So let's start off with Dragon Ball Fighters.
Oh,
No rollback, baby.
Rollback netcode, non-existent, delayed.
I'm convinced.
Lord, carry me to heaven.
They're gonna pull an atlas and they're gonna make an announcement of an announcement.
You already know,
Yeah.
bro. So you
Yes,
guys
I
ready
can-
for rollback?
Tune in next year for rollback news.
How did like rollback was announced a whole year ago? Evo got the key to the city before Dragon Ball Fighters got the beta.
Shit, that's right.
Not
That is
even
true.
the
I forgot to
full
mention
thing. The full thing. Evo got the key to the city before we even got a rollback beta for Dragon Ball
That is
Fighters.
insane.
They should-
Oh, yeah.
Not
they
even
should
just the keys either. Not even just the keys, bro. They even got a whole holiday named after them.
Yeah, bro, Evo
Day.
Day, bro. August 6th is officially Evo Day, bro. And at least in Las Vegas, Nevada and everything, which is absolutely insane to think about.
You know what's the funniest thing about that?
But
So even though it was announced at the same time where they got the key to the city and they also announced Evo Day as an official holiday in Nevada, tell me how it's August 6th as an Evo Day, right?
mhm.
But also in that not exact moment, but literally like 5 or 10 minutes beforehand, they announced that Evo is going back in July.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
so it's gonna be like last week. It's gonna be the end of July essentially, which is not that bad. I don't mind it. They're apparently gonna have a third Evo location now, so I'm very curious to see where that's gonna be at. Given
Y'all
how
ready to start swinging at Evo, Ohio.
Evo, yo, we're going to Ohio, bro. What's going on over here?
That's where the best games are gonna be, like Kianta. All right. We're gonna get
I'm pulling up to
Death-
Evo,
Death-
Ohio,
Death
in a
Jam.
hazmat suit.
Death Jam.
Death Jam. No, you know, like
Oh,
all
Nick,
jokes
the
aside,
fighters, we out here.
Yo.
I think that if they were to make like another Evo, because Evo Japan tends to lean more to anime games or more unique games, right? Like they had
Mhm.
Arms one year, many years ago.
Yeah,
Stuff
Evo
like
Japan,
that.
right?
Oh, Evo Japan. So if we were to have like a third Evo, I would want it to just be all the crazy, stupid fighting games that are, you know, official. Like not like it would be awesome if it would be able to have Mugen, for example. But obviously that's not going to happen. But something like Ultra Fight Kianta is like a very wacky game, or like the really like the games that kind of rob you, like Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, where like any moment a person could be robbed, or you know, just like
Marvel.
old fighting. I mean, yeah, or
In
old Marvel
Marvel,
games
you're
as well.
In Marvel, you're always getting raw.
Exactly. So like, that's like I think that would be the most interesting way to take a new direction for Evo,
I
for like
do
a
think-
new Evo, basically.
Yeah, I do think that Evo that is gonna probably be in Europe, because I mean that's what I'm thinking right now. Because you know they announced the second one for Japan. I think the next biggest one would definitely be Europe. I feel like Europe has a good amount of has a good amount of like fighting game fans and everything. So I feel like they're gonna pick somewhere in Europe. That's what I'm thinking right now. I mean, I'm not flying to Europe for EVO, but it'd be good for them and everything over there. Unless they decide to make, I don't know, fucking EVO New York.
We're gonna be fighting more than just people there, but we're gonna be fighting the rats that come out the sewers.
So true.
God.
Or if you want to fight some gators, EVO Florida.
There we go.
If you want to fight anything that's inhumane, EVO Ohio, we going.
Yo, you already know, bro.
I kind of wait to square up with ET on the sticks.
But yeah, no, like, yeah, I feel like it will be at Europe. So that's what. But good thing you reminded me. Like, I completely forgot about the key to the city thing, and yeah, the third EVO that's apparently going to be happening and everything. We'll see where that's at.
Well, I just thought it was more exciting than the Dragon Ball news, So
True.
But
So
hey,
true.
you know what? Dragon Ball Fighters may not be getting an update anytime soon, but Killer Instinct sure did.
I know, right? That was surprising.
Bro, Killer Instinct got a very, very good update.
Yeah, because it's like a whole balance patch, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a balance patch. It's gonna be compatible with current 4K, yeah, current systems as well, stuff like that.
I think it's gonna be backwards.
One
I
other
think it's
thing.
finally gonna be on. I think it's gonna be on like what Series X now and everything, like the Series X enhancements.
Yeah, and they're also improving the netcode of the game, which
That
is crazy to me
incredible.
because that game already has incredibly good netcode. My only hope is that they actually get the chance to finish the game because Killer Instinct had their own form of fatalities, but not every character got one. Right? They were gonna roll it out for every character, sort of what they're doing with a later game that we're gonna talk about. But the game the game stopped getting updates at one point. And now, for the longest time, for many years, Killer Instinct was just laid dormant. It was just a game that you could play and have fun, but that was really it. And now, out of nowhere, Maximilian leaves, only for Maximilian to come back to talk about this new update. And it is incredible. Don't get me wrong. I was just sort of shocked by it because I would have figured that if they're going to make an update like that, it would have been announced at something in a bigger platform because Xbox really needs all the eyes they can get when it comes to
or like I thought if they're gonna do anything Killer Instinct announcement related, I thought it would have just been like Killer Instinct 2 at that point.
Yeah.
But this is what they went for, and that's fine. I'm happy. Like I'm happy for Killer Instincts fans. I still need to play it. I know it's on Steam and everything, so I can probably jump in there. But I think it's awesome that the game's finally getting an update. People are gonna have like a different playstyle, I guess, with each character. It's kind of like when Persona 4 Arena Ultimax finally was re-released, and since it had the arcade patch, every character was like nerfed or buffed essentially. No more Shadow Naoto BS, for example.
And not only that, in the fact that at a later date they eventually did get rollback onto their game.
They did get rollback, yeah, that's true. So that was honestly really cool, but not for the Switch version, but every other version did. But
I mean, when it comes to the Switch, its best use for fighting games is just to practice on the go.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, so that's Killer Instinct's update. I think I'm happy. I don't think they announced any character specifically, but I think
no, it's just updates. I mean, who knows? Maybe, like I said, I hope they actually get to finishing the things that they wanted to at least do. I don't think that will include new characters. I think if they were going to include new characters, you might as well make a new game.
Exactly. All right. And then the other one, I guess, that's really not that big for us is, we did get a new character reveal for Project L in the form of a character named Yasuo. I've heard the name of that character. I think he's a popular one, but that's pretty much all I know about it. I don't know if I'm going to buy Project L. I will say Project L looks absolutely gorgeous.
But you can't buy it, so it's going to be free to play.
Oh, that's right. True, that's right. It's going to be free to play. Never mind. Ignore what I said. I forgot about that. So it looks beautiful, flashy, but I don't know if I want to buy it, bro. Play it. Excuse me. I'm really I'm not a League guy, so I really don't care about any of these characters, and none of them really are gravitating me to be like, yo, play the game. I know a lot of people are definitely gonna be playing it though because of how it looks, but there's nothing grabbing me to, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For me,
Dang.
I'm gonna play it because even though I do not care for League of Legends at all and have never had interest in it whatsoever, and I struggle to believe in any new free-to-play game because Fortnite seemed to be the good model for how to handle cosmetics, and now every
True.
company wants to make it as awful as possible. You know what? I can trust the Cannon brothers. You know, they were the ones that made.
Damn, he's dead.
Yes.
But they found they founded EVO and
I
everything.
trust them with this game, so when this game does come out, I will give it a try. I don't know if I'll like it, especially because for me, I'm just so hardwired with motion input.
And there he goes again. Oh,
Yes, we do like Marvel 3 with motion control.
yes, sir.
It's a little known game called Blaze Blue Cross Tag. And
Wait a minute.
this is basically what Project L is. Project L is basically just better cross tags. So I don't know how I like it, but I hope it's good. And hey, you know what? Since I literally know nothing about League of Legends, I won't have any bias towards characters, which means I will most likely try everyone out, and
So true.
I'll have to see how they play.
So true, bro. But like Project L, like it looks cool. Yeah, like they're definitely going for the more modernized control. Like they're doing something interesting with the fighting game series. And I forgot who mentioned it, but I feel like this is gonna have like a huge impact on like fighting games in the future. And if this does really well, we'll see like a lot of fighting games kind of try to follow this same formula because a lot of them definitely want to see the success of something like League of Legends. You know what I mean? Like, bro, everyone wants that League money.
True.
So
You're not
like,
wrong.
yeah, so they have that name going on for them, so their league and everything, and of course, you know, they're making a free-to-play game, and that's also another thing that's kind of going to be turning me off from it, because I'm not a big fan of free-to-play games, like, for example, Multiverses, all the stuff that they did for, like, trying to get, like, money and everything, kind of, like, turned me off.
Multiverses was so bad.
It was really, really bad, but let's not talk about that, but, like, to sum it up, it was, like, the microtransactions there were just garbage. It was just
I mentioned
atrocious.
Fortnite, right? But with Fortnite,
Yeah.
if we're so bad, no, but like to give one example, you know, when you buy a battle pass, you get V-Bucks back for the next battle pass. But for Multiverses, you spent it one time, and then you got to buy it again, and buy it again, and buy it again,
And again,
Pretty
and
measly
again.
cosmetics. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, well, it'd be
But,
like that. But let's see how they handle it. I mean, I'm definitely turned off by like a
Because
lot
you
of
know
free-to-play
there was
games like
a
that.
no, because you know what, there was a better platform fighter.
Oh, that's right. You just reminded me of that.
In
Yeah,
All Stars Brawl.
Nickelodeon
Yes, it
All
was
Stars Brawl 2.
And two, and you know what? I'm way more excited for that game than I've.
Yeah,
So
no, 'cause
excited. You just killed him.
so excited he died.
That's crazy.
But essentially, I do know Nick All Stars Brawl 2 is gonna have what's it called? Like they announced Plankton and all that stuff in that Evo.
Then
I
that was my goat, Jimmy Neutron. It's Jover.
Jimmy Neutron versus fucking Plankton, bro. And we still have a lot more
True.
characters that were leaked that we're not going to talk about. But yeah, there were a lot of characters that did get leaked, so we know the full roster already. But I am definitely more impressed with how this game plays compared to the previous installation. Like the past one was like looked too fast. They tried to make it like Melee, I guess. But from what I see so far with Nick All Stars Brawl 2, it looks to be
This
more
game is
enjoyable.
centered more around the meter. The game is centered more around the meter, and the showcase, because they at the time of recording this, they did actually upload the SpongeBob Spotlight.
Mhm.
And yeah, the game definitely does look a lot more enjoyable. The game looks like it actually has a budget, and that's incredible.
Mm-hmm. No, I definitely agree, bro. Like, I'm happy to see that. Like, you know, like I'm happy to see that they're continuing. Let's see if there's any more DLC passes, or they just make a Nick All Stars Brawl 3 later in the future. But we're not gonna talk about that here or there.
Yeah.
But-
we just got 2. It's not even out yet. So.
Yeah. So Plankton in the game, cool. I'm down with it. You know, Plankton. I like what they did with him. Karen's there. I think it's cool. You know.
Yeah, and you know the gameplay is basically platform fighter Guilty Gear Strive. You know, you got burst, Roman cancel, Potemkin Buster. There you go. You see,
So
Plankton got his
true, bro.
Buster.
All right, so I guess we go to the next one right here. So, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Let's get that out of the way. That was my favorite Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 announcement. There, honestly, really damn awesome.
I was so pissed.
Like they were teasing it too. They were like, "Oh, I think we have an announcement or something." or something. And everyone's like, yo, and it's like, hey guys, I'm from Side Games here. I was like, oh man, never mind. I'm going to bed.
I'm about to say, bro, please don't play with me. We have someone from Side Games. Oh, this is Grand Blue.
Like,
I love Grand Blue,
like,
the fighting game, but Jesus Christ,
They should have done it.
I would have taken a port.
Done it after Melty Blood.
The Melty Blood, yeah. Like, I mean, here's the thing. I would have taken like a port of like, oh yeah, we're porting Marvel 2 to like modern consoles or something like that, right? Like that's what I was thinking. If they were gonna do an announcement, I would have taken that. But nah, bro, they really said Grand Blue Fantasy versus. No hate to that game, obviously, but like, damn. And all it was just a release date announcement.
True.
Because I think the same time that like I think Plankton was announced for Nick All-Stars Brawl 2, that's where they announced that they showed off Nier gameplay, and they showed off that the next character for the game is going to be a character named Grimnir. I don't know anything about these characters at all. All I know is that Narmai is there, and that's all that matters, right?
all my extensive knowledge of Grand Blue has told me that Joker was in there. Let's Joker Persona 5 and
wait a minute.
Grand Blue versus. That's literally all I know.
Hey,
they had Guilty Gear once too, so I believe so. They had Guilty Gear, I think. So a soul bad guy.
Yo, my knowledge of Grand Blue Fantasy Versus comes from the Narmaya doujinshis I read, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong.
Yo,
I played Narmaya in the short time I played Grand Blue Fantasy.
It's like, yeah, I'm a Narmaya main, you know.
True.
But I mean, I think it's cool. I'm glad the game's getting a new version. Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. Let's just see what other characters they add. I think they're done with the characters for base roster. I could be wrong. Maybe there's more. Don't quote me on that. Mm-hmm. But they get a thumbs up for me. I'm glad to see that the game's going to be getting this revival. And let's hope it gets mainstay at another main stage at EVO. I mean, that new update definitely has to get a new main stage again at main stage, right?
Mm-hmm. I feel like they introduced so much in the new iteration of the game. I feel like this is what the game should have had, but it's at base. You know what I'm saying? Instead of it being a completely different definitive edition of the game. I feel like all of this should have been at the at launch for the original game.
Agreed. Yeah, because the original game launched with small roster.
If they had to delay it, then so be it. I'd rather have a delay game where they made sure they polished up and added everything they'd ever want in said game than to eventually make a definitive version of the game at a later date.
Agreed. Yeah, because the original game, it launched with only 11 to 10 characters or something like that. I think it was 11 characters. Very small roster and everything. I mean, compared to Guilty Gear had 15. It was a small roster as well, but damn, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus only had 11. Yeah. And it was fine, but it got better as DLC came out and everything. And now I feel like if you're gonna buy Grand Blue Fantasy, now is the time. When Rising comes out, definitely I feel like if you were on the fence, grab it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now definitely be a good time to get into that game. As someone that's played the game for a good amount of time, I personally think it was a really fun game. It's not too hard, so it's very accessible to new players that have not played any fighting game beforehand. Mm-hmm. So I personally think it's a very good game all around.
The tryout, I get you. That's cool though. So I'm happy to see Grand Blue Fantasy Versus with this new, what's it called? This revival and all stuff with Rising. So let's see if it returns to EVO and all stuff next year. That's all we can say. But the announcement was cool. The Grim Nier tease and the Nier gameplay.
I got robbed once. It surely will not be robbed again. Right?
True. It probably will. But so
no.
I want to get this one out of the way. And that is Street Fighter 6's, because when it comes to the character reveal, we all knew Aki was the next character. So there was really no surprise when they teased us. They were like, all right, take a look at this new trailer. And it was just a tease for Aki, because we all saw that coming. We all knew that that's the next character that's coming to Street Fighter 6. So it was no surprise there. But what did surprise us, I'm listening to Cap Jams here, vibing, enjoying the music, having a good time, right? And all of a sudden, I just hear the Ninja Turtles theme playing. I'm like, huh?
Allah threw me off. I'm like, what are the turtles doing here? Are they going to be new characters? Only for them to become costumes. I'm like, you know what?
$60 for all 4.
You might as well go buy another game, bro. I'm looking for this.
So don't buy the Ninja Turtles outfit. I wouldn't even recommend buying just one. Just don't buy any of them. Period.
If anything, just make it. You can literally make it in the avatar.
Unless you make Unless you somehow make like
bootleg Leonardo.
100K a year. Yeah, that's true. If you somehow make 100K a year, then yeah, go for it. Go ahead and just waste $60 like it's nothing.
On God, like imagine you just like you tell your mom like, Mom, I want the Ninja Turtles at Street Fighter 6. Like, oh, we already have the Turtles in Street Fighter 6 at home.
The turtles at home.
The Turtles at home, dog.
Yo, Jesus, 60.
It's just so bad.
It is.
Like, it's so cool, but I was like, 15 for one?
Hell no, bro. Not worth.
You know, like if it was 15 for all four, sure.
Yeah, if it was 15 for all four, then yeah, I would have had no qualms with
I
it.
honestly expected to be like, for all four, you pay like $30. That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Like
All you did is change the headband and what weapon they use. Like, come on.
Exactly. Now, you know what wasn't bad, though? The fire artwork that was released for that, bro. Masterpiece.
That is
beautiful.
That is so clean. When I first saw the artwork, when it was announced along with the Turtles, I'm like, dog, this just looks so fucking fun. This looks so cool. Like, no matter how old you are, I feel like the Turtles just appeals to, like, just a broad, like, age range. Like, everybody likes the Turtles. Ain't nobody gonna dislike the Turtles.
Yeah, the Turtles will always have, like, a huge place in everyone's heart and everything. You know of the Turtles. Even if you didn't watch it, you know the Turtles, you know?
Mm-hmm. Like, they're just that big of a namesake. They're just that big of a namesake.
Exactly.
That was unexpected for me, like, because they already said they were going to do collaborations. And when I think collaborations for Street Fighter, I'm thinking, oh, another fighting game or whatnot. Not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Hey, but you know what that means? That means we're getting the Power Rangers next, bro. Get ready for that one, bro. Ryu Ranger, Chun-Li Ranger coming back in full force.
Bring it back.
I mean, to be fair, the Turtles really do be swinging. They know how to fucking fight.
Bro, can you imagine, right? We're just sitting there, right? And it says Capcom presents Marvel Comics, and it just says Street Fighter 6. I would just be pissed. I'll be tilted, bro. I don't care if it's cool. I'll be tilted.
I would honestly just be playing Marvin's Room.
Yeah. I mean, I think it'd be cool, just put like the Marvel costumes, but you cannot say that you won't be tilted. Imagine Capcom starting off a presentation that says Capcom presents, and it goes with the Marvel logo, and then it just teases Street Fighter 6 costumes. I'm throwing hands that day. I don't care, bro. I'm throwing hands that day.
The costumes they showed were pretty good. It just sucks that they only showed it for 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that is true.
Are there more or something?
Yeah.
Or?
Well, no, they only showed 4. So it was for Gaio, Marisa, Jury, which was the one everyone was going crazy over.
Of course, everybody goes crazy for feet.
Oh, yeah, those outfits. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And the last one was DJ. Out of all of them, I mean, I play Marissa, but even I'm not looking forward to that outfit. I just don't think it looks cool to me. I guess the onesie is funny and all, but
I like the jury. Yeah, the jury outfit was funny.
Put on some socks.
Hey, weirdo. Bro, she needs to let them toes out, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No.
For all the feet fans out there, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, so...
You ain't winning with me. I modded her to have some Jordans on.
Oh, yeah, the mods with the Jordan. That was pretty funny.
That's what I did. I don't want to see that.
So, yeah, so Street Fighter 6, I feel like the announcements are just kind of But
yeah, because again, we already knew of everything, and they had already shown and released Rashid, so
exactly.
There was nothing really looked good.
Now, what was cool though, obviously, was of course the whole tournament, which we did talk about earlier, everything like that. So that was cool. So I was pretty happy with the event, with Street Fighter 6. Well, that's pretty much it when it comes to its announcement. The next one I'm going to talk about is actually Under Night In Birth 2. I'm not going to call it Sis Celis or whatever as well. We're going to call it Uni 2.
Don't people kind of like Uniclair or something like that?
It was Uniclair before, but now it's Uni 2 because they dropped the clear. But
bro really tried copying the food machine from whatchamacallit, from Cloudy with the Chance of Meatball. The Flemstafleur.
I forgot. I don't even know how to say that name, but what's it called? So yeah, Uni 2 is a thing. The thing is that from what we saw, they didn't really show anything new. At least what I was able to tell. First of all, the sprites are going to be the exact same, like 2D sprites that Under Night is known for. But I didn't see any new characters. All the characters are going to be the same. looks like there's going to be a continuation to the story. So for fans of fighting game stories, they could definitely have something to play. And I do see some characters in this new box art, so maybe some of them will end up being playable in the base roster. Because last update for Under Night, it was only one new character, and that's it. They didn't announce anything else after that. It was just one new character, and they called it a day. So hopefully we have a new. Hopefully we end up getting a new character and everything like that this time. Some new characters, excuse me. But other than that, I feel like Under Night 2 definitely came off as a surprising because I didn't expect them to do another update like that. But I'm very happy because I would say I'm a fan of Under Night 2 and Under Night In-Birth.
Yeah, but you see, for me, as someone who does not play these games, man, this game really does not look any different from the ones I've seen before.
I mean,
they brought back Akatsuki from Blitzcomp,
and Eltnum from I think Melty Blood.
Yeah, it's that's cool, sure, but why bring back the guest characters from the previous game? For me, I would think, oh, you know what? We want to add a new Blitzcomp character. Let's add someone else. Or hey, we have Blitz Tank sprites.
Yeah, not gonna lie,
I'm into the game.
Oh, that too. I forgot about that Blitz Tank sprites, but I feel like also there's two things. One, it's also they can just recycle the animations since they don't really have to redo them. And two, I'm pretty sure it's cheap to get these characters into the game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to spend much.
Blitzcomp really isn't the most popular fighting game out there.
Yeah, and then there's Melty Blood as well. Especially a character like Eltnum and all that stuff. That's not a character that people are like, oh my god. Now if it was Saber, it'd probably be like, all right, pay top money for that.
True.
Sadly, Melty Blood didn't really get anything this year.
It didn't get anything at all, yeah. So,
which is funny because last year around the same time they announced Nash and Nekoark.
The only one you care about is Nekoark, anyways.
That is true. That's the only character I play.
People out here just praying about the booty new.
But Under Night 2, very cool. I'm definitely hopeful to see what more they have in the future. But is there anything else you want to mention about Under Night 2, or not really?
Nope.
I have nothing really to say about Under Night since I personally have never played the game. I've had a few friends that have played the games, but for me, I have no connection with the Under Night series. Probably the only connection I'd ever have with it is probably just from Cross Tag.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, that makes sense. Hopefully we get an English dub. They have a whole English dub cast that they got for BB Tag, so let's see if they end up actually using it, but only time will tell. Mm-hmm. So let's go on to, I guess, Tekken 8. We did get 2 characters revealed to us there.
Bandai Namco Europe.
Bandai. We have the return of Raven, who pretty much missed an installment where he was not in Tekken 7. And we have a new character under the name of, let me know if, since you're looking at the videos, let me know if I say it right, Azucena?
I believe that's how you say. I mean, technically she has a full, her full name is 4 names. Pretty accurate if I do say so myself.
Yeah, as a Spanish person, yeah, that do be making sense, bro. I met people that have 5. I'm like, ain't no way, bro.
Yeah, but a new character that came out, which was pretty cool. The full name, and let me see if I get this, Azucena Milagros Ortiz Castillo.
Mm-hmm. Azucena Milagros Ortiz Castillo.
Milagros.
That's straight sound like we have Mexican names up in this bitch.
Bro, that's just everything in Spanish, bro. The amount of Hispanics you'll see with that last name. Yeah, literally, I feel like I've seen it in my family. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it in your families.
Definitely everywhere.
Yeah,
everyone has that Hispanic relative. Yeah. Everyone got that Hispanic relative that has 12 names.
Mm-hmm. Bro, and then her, bro, Azucena's obsession with cafecito, bro. She's like, ¿Tú quieres mi cafecito? Bro, and her.
No, as far as I know, I don't know if it was her windscreen or if it was at the end of her super, but she has a whole coffee ad that plays.
Yes, it's I think her victory screen. Or something like that. It was something like that. Yeah,
insane.
Bro, Max brought up a good point. Why aren't her eyes super wide and everything from all the coffee? And she should be super jittery. You know what I mean? From drinking all that caffeine. But yeah, no,
We'll never know. Some people are just built different.
we will never
I
know. But I
guess
will
so.
say her design, though, Azucena's design, 10 out of 10, bro. 10 out of 10, bro. I don't know if y'all agree with me, but I personally think she's a 10 out of 10, bro. And
She has
I
a
would
really
say-
cool design. I'll say that much.
I would say the only and I'm looking at Tekken 7 for reference because this is I think this is the only new character they revealed for Tekken 8, I believe.
New character, yes. That is the only new character so
Like this,
far.
this is the only this is the only new character so far. So if I were to look at like the previous new characters in Tekken 7, really the only new characters whose design I really didn't like was Fukuram, because he was like he's this giant guy with like a bunch of tattoos everywhere.
Agreed.
So, but like, I think besides him, I think they were definitely hanging out of the park with a lot of these newcomers, like Leroy and I forget her name, but she was like the final newcomer for Tekken 7.
I know who you're talking about, but I forgot.
Yeah, but I was like the prime minister or something. But
Oh, her,
I just-
yeah. I forgot, but I know who you're talking about.
yeah, but she was like so far besides Fukuram, I think I don't even know how to say this.
Bring back Lucky Chloe.
I think they shut up. Anyways, I think they've been hitting it out of the park with a lot of these characters.
They are.
So.
And I do, like, we talked a lot about Azucena, but like, it is cool to see Raven back. His master was in Tekken 7, and also so it's cool to see that the original Raven, like the OG Raven that like everyone's aware of and everything, is back. So it's cool,
It's a shame there won't be any guest characters at the launch of the game, because I thought it was really cool that they implemented Akuma into the base game story mode. I thought they were going to do that again with Tekken 8, but I guess not.
This is all a ploy, and then it's gonna reveal to us that Kazuma Kiryu's in the game in the base roster.
I think it'd be really funny if they actually followed up on that and Akuma does return, but now it's Street Fighter 6 Akuma. So now he has Street Fighter 6 mechanics. I think that'd be cool if they were to follow up on that, because Akuma just he just hits with a laser by Heihachi, and then he's like the final boss of the hard mode of the story mode.
Yeah.
And like it's left on a cliffhanger. Like, obviously Kazuya's here, so Akuma didn't kill him. But like, what happened to Akuma? I want to know what happened to Akuma.
He left, bro. He said goodnight, guys.
Yeah.
But it's like for me, like I was gonna talk about guest characters when I made my EVO predictions video. The thing is that I had to delete it because I saw the statement by Harada. So I was like, all right, let me just real quick remove this. But essentially, like I would like to see like a Yakuza character, at least Kiryu. I mean, if not Kiryu, then Majima, I'll take that. I'm still in the hopes of Tifa getting in, because Tifa works so well in Tekken. And then Ryu Hayabusa is definitely one I want to see as well.
I think Ryu Hayabusa would fit better with Soul Calibur, though. If there even is a Soul Calibur in the future. So.
Yeah, but if they can, then he worked well with what's it called, Tekken as well.
I think I'm surprised they didn't show Yoshimitsu yet. Like, come on, we know he's coming. Where's this? I want to see his new design for this game already.
Yoshimitsu is non-existent, but
I guess not this game.
but yeah, no, the two characters that were announced were cool. Like, I did expect multiple announcements, because there's no way they were just gonna be like one character and done. You know what I mean?
Especially the best announcement, Tekken Cross. No, I'm sorry.
Tekken, bro, ain't no way they called Ono to come up on stage just to be like, we have homework.
Homework.
Bro, bro, I think that was just Harada's thing, just so he can have Ono come back on stage, because it's been a hot minute since he's been on stage.
But I think because Harada did say Tekken Cross Street Fighter isn't a dead project yet. He said that like a couple of years back.
I
So
still
it's
love it.
Like, come on, dude, where is it?
I love
wanna
that.
see it.
I just love that. Like, we had homework. It's like,
Homework.
Tekken, Cross, get out!
Cross. Out!
Get out!
Security.
Like, bro, I love that. Like, everyone just got hyped to see Ono back on stage. So that was nice to give him back that praise,
Yeah.
So that was Tekken 8 stuff. Now let's go to KOF 15s, because holy shit, bro.
I mean, SNK again, still the best.
Yeah,
Not as good the first time around, but this go around was still really good.
I was honestly shocked that they announced. Like, first of all, Dual Lawn, we all knew he was coming. There's one more character that we all know who it is. We're not gonna mention it, but mention it at this point because like the silhouette makes sense. So it's probably gonna be Hinako.
It's probably just gonna be Hinako, and hey, I'm excited for Hinako. You know, I mean, she looks like a schoolgirl, plays like a sumo wrestler. So
true. Just throw a bunch of like big buff dudes across the screen, but
yeah, exactly.
It's like for me, what's it called? For me, like Dual Lawn, I expect to see him. Honestly, he looks really good. I'm happy to see him back and everything. But I was kind of expecting the second character to be shown up. I was kind of hoping for a tease for Hinako, but no, we did get nothing. So maybe I guess when Dual Lawn's gameplay trailer shows up, they'll like finally reveal her. But we'll see. We'll end up seeing. But yeah, that was kind of weird. No season 3 announcement either, so it is kind of worrying that we're probably not going to see season 3. Hopefully, maybe we still do, but we'll have to wait and see.
I feel like they would do one more season.
At least one more, like get some funding in for for the next thing that we'll talk about later. But it was kind of weird. There are going to be some specific character adjustments, so some characters are going to be getting nerfed or buffed. So we'll be seeing that. Other than that, it was once again the rollback stuff as well. By the way,
and Naj came out recently as well, so that's really good.
Yes, that was a good thing and everything. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. But yeah, other than that,
announcement though was sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say we can't really talk about much because they didn't show any gameplay for Dual Lawn. You just saw him and that's it.
Yeah, I mean we know he's just the Dawson of KOF.
So pretty much, yeah. Then like I mentioned, like Embrace rollback. So Samurai Showdown's rollback is finally coming.
The second beta, because the first beta was really bad.
We're gonna have a second beta.
That was fun.
So we'll see about that as well. And then KOF 13 coming to Ultimate Match? I forgot what it's called already.
It's coming to the PS5 and it's coming to Switch.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. It's coming with rollback. Probably one of the best KOF games out there, like KOF 13 and all that stuff. And one of the pretties as well.
Trust me. The sprite work in that game was so incredible.
Dude, it is super good, bro. Like, damn, bro. 10 out of 10 games. So I'm really happy to see it being re-released. But there's really nothing much we can say about those games because it's just,
I mean, like, a part of me was kind of hoping, like, it'd be really cool for this game. They're like, oh, yeah, by the way, we have this unfinished character. We've decided to finally finish him. Adeline Burstein will be available for this.
That would be so cool, dude. That would have been so cool, bro. I would have been so hyped. But speaking of hype, obviously the best announcement at that SNK like galore stuff was indeed Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves, bro.
Wolves. Yep.
In Japan, it's called Garo.
Garo.
Really?
It's weird that they used the Garo. Yeah, like it's weird that they used the Garo name for Mark of the Wolves, the original that came out, right? And they never called it Fatal Fury Mark of the Wolves. But here it's not gonna be called Garo. It's just straight up just called Fatal Fury. I mean, I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? And judging from what it is, because we're gonna talk about the voices here. I don't know if you saw like Fern anything related to like the trailer, but there's someone that kind of like tried to break down the voices on who they heard in that trailer. And it kind of makes sense why this will also be called Fatal Fury, because unlike the previous installment, right, the only like OG Fatal Fury character in Garo was Terry, playable, and that was pretty much it. In terms of what we see here, I feel like we're going to be getting more. Specifically, we only know 5, that being Terry, Andy, Joe, Billy Kane, and Mai. Because we did hear Mai's voice as well in the trailer, where it looks like she was fighting Andy. And then the other 4 pretty much were like teased in the posters. I'm pretty sure Billy Kane's gonna pretty much defend Rock in the story.
The ones teased in the previous posters were so. I mean, I don't know if they're doing a team based. It'd be really weird if they are. But if they are doing it team based, because it's like, what's the point then?
I wanted to be 1v1. Like let Fatal Fury be the 1v1 series and everything. Let it do its thing.
Unless this is a tag game, then that'd be cool.
That would be cool if they do like a tag thing.
But I see no other point. But as of right now, the first 2 posters that they showed were teams. So one was, of course, Fatal Fury, the classic. It was Terry, Joe, Andy.
That was the second one, yeah.
Previous poster, that was the second one. The first one was Rock, Billy, Kane, and Kane. So
Billy Kane and Kane.
Billy and Kane.
Yes. Yeah. So Kane, we did hear his voice, but then I think there was like a couple of others. Like I think it was Hokutomaru
Yes, it was
shown
Hotaru.
off. Hokutomaru was shown
Hotaru,
off. Hotaru, Gato, B. Janet, Tizok,
Marco.
Yeah. Wait, what are they actually? They're going with Marco this time, right? For his actual name, right?
Well,
Yeah,
I
his
mean, we
localized
call him
name.
Marco, but unless you want to really call him Kushinov Butt, I mean, that's up to you.
I don't know, bro. That
Bruh.
sounds more appealing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Who's your name? Butt.
But, also, it makes sense that they announced Hoku tomorrow, at least from what people said they heard in the voice, because that's Andy's, what's it called? His protege, I guess. Like, that's one of Andy's training, so it makes sense.
So.
We didn't hear
And
anything
then,
about Kim yet, so I'm pretty sure Kim's going to be there. If his two sons are going to be there, just put the actual Kim there.
Yeah, yeah, I'd be surprised. I think they would add both of Kim's sons
Yeah,
because
they can't.
they both were playable. Also, Hotaru isn't Andy's protege. That's someone else. Hotaru is Gato's sister.
No, it's all about Hoku tomorrow. Hoku tomorrow, yeah, Hoku tomorrow.
Well, Hokutomaru. Hotaru. Right? No, that's Gato's sister. That was the one people heard. I don't know if
Yeah, Hoku. I think it was Hoku tomorrow, something like that. It's essentially it's like a little ninja boy. I forgot his name.
yeah, Hokutomaru. Yeah, you are right. Yeah, but that's not the one people were listing.
Yeah, you're talking about a Hotaru. Yeah, I know who that. Yeah, that one people did hear and everything. That makes sense that she'd be back and everything. But yeah, there's a.
I mean, personally, I think every character from Garu is gonna return, minus maybe Grant. But I also don't see a reason why they wouldn't bring him back either, because he didn't die. So bring back Grant also.
As for Fatal Fury characters, like from the OG, like I guess the only ones I want to see it would be, I guess, Kim, Blue Mary, and maybe Ryuji. If they can get Ryuji there, it would be pretty cool. But if not, then I'll be down with like Kim and Blue Mary, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Mary, my beloved, bro. But we can't really say much other than the game looks stylized as hell, bro. The game looks beautiful. I love the shell shading that they're going for. It makes it look kind of like Ultimate Marvel. Like, it is going to be so stylized. The game is definitely going to sell based on just on being stylized alone, bro.
True. Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
The artist, I feel like the art that they're going for is definitely Shinkiro's art style.
Mm-hmm.
Type of look. At least that's how the shading and coloring is.
Yeah.
And I should specify his early works. So like if you were to look at say Capcom versus SNK, he did all the because there were two grooves, right? You had the S style and C style.
Yeah.
And he did all the artwork for the S style. So that art style is probably the one that it's trying to mimic, and I think it does a really good job. I think stylistically, it's definitely it definitely looks unique. I definitely think it looks better than KOF 15, which is funny because I already thought KOF 15.
I feel like they're literally you can see them improving little by little. You know what I mean? KOF 14 ugly as hell. 15 a massive improvement, and I feel like this is just an even massive improvement over that. You know?
I love the fact they're just constantly improving little by little.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's awesome. Like, it's showing that SNK has its money. They got their Smash money. You know what I'm saying? They got that money from Terry and Smash. I'm pretty sure that helped. Let's be real here.
They rose from the dead, and now they're just keeping that train going.
Yeah, bro, keep them. And they have a lot. But here's the thing, though. Like, they have a lot of money to burn. You know what I mean? Like, I know, like, when it comes, like, they're very lenient with their stuff. Everything's a little bit easier for them. I mean, we see them. They literally gave Sakurai 50 damn tracks using Smash, right? So I feel like when it comes to copyright, they're there's more leniency there for them. And I know they're more open to, like, experiment with stuff. So, like,
they have a whole gotcha game. Like, come on now.
That is true, bro.
Where all the money is coming from there. There you go.
But other than that, we can't really say much about gameplay. We only just got to tease it how it looks in game. So,
yeah, I'm pretty sure all I saw there was Rock's face. Terry does a move.
I think he does Power Wave.
Terry does Power Wave.
Oh yeah, and the animation of Rock about to do Raging Storm. So we did see that a bit.
And the last thing, the game is still furiously in development.
Yes, sir.
I love that so much.
So that's pretty cool. So I think that's pretty much it when it comes to Fatal Fury, unless you want to say something else about it.
Nah,
No?
good on it.
You
I'm
good on
pretty
it?
good on it. Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Okay. So, so let's move on to, like, we're on the final two, so let's move on to Mortal Kombat 1. I love the way they announced it, by the way, because they had Sajam's little thing where he goes, "Will it kill?" and all that stuff.
That was so cool. That was such a nice change. I was not expecting that.
And I love it because, like, no one expected it. I was like, huh? Okay, so he's doing his thing here? All right, cool. And then it's like, all right, let me get someone here that knows about it. And they get the Mortal Kombat guy out. I'm like, oh, boy, here we go.
Yep.
But I was so excited. I was so happy with the characters. So, first of all, like, the characters that, well, I think they're cool. I'm not as excited. That being Ashura and Havoc. I think they're really cool. See Havoc and Ashura back. I do like Havoc's design a lot. Ashura I gotta get used to because I was used to her with a hat. But I think it's pretty cool to see them back and everything like that. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they're pretty cool. For Mortal Kombat 1 in general, I like the direction it's going, where you have your main character and you essentially have like an assist. What do they call it?
Yeah.
They called it a
Cameo fight.
Cameo.
They called it a cameo.
Cameos,
They call it cameo
cameos.
fighters. I like this new direction they're going. I feel like Mortal Kombat is becoming a very combo-oriented one
Yes,
this time around.
and everyone's
You see how
saying-
long these combos are going for?
Yes, bro, it looks good, and everyone who's played the game has said nothing but positivity about it, saying, bro, this is way better than Mortal Kombat 11. That game was slow as shit. Like, don't blame me if you, what's it called? I didn't watch the MK11 finals, because that game is slow as shit and not interesting. But MK1 is looking great. And speaking of the characters, the character, of course, I was really hyped for in that new trailer was obviously the return of Reptile. I'm kind of happy that they're returning to the human form of him. It's been a hot minute, and I do like how he just literally transforms into just a giant like lizard or some shit like that. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
to me, I thought was cool. And he still has like the same moves and everything. It's just like he transforms. So we literally have a
Yeah,
ton
I really
of
like
ninjas.
how they show it in the. I do like how they showed in the moveset, like how one of his sweeps is him just using his tail for the
Yes.
sweep, like he's still in human form.
He does his like his
yeah,
like what's
that
it called, his like ball, right? The little like
Yeah,
I
and then,
always
half
called
of his
it
body.
I always called it I always called it green shadow ball because it just reminded me of like what's it called, Pokemon games when they do shadow ball. It's just like when they do shadow ball and everything, it's just green. So like I just always called it green shadow ball. But yeah, like he turned like half his body turns into like the lizard form and does it. Like I think just Reptile like just looks beautiful. Like the way they did him, like 10 out of 10. I am pretty happy about Reptile's design, and of course I already mentioned it. Like but tons of ninjas, bro. There's a lot of ninjas in this game, and it's making me super happy. And then
Yeah. All the
Ninjas-
ninjas, all the ninjas look great, except Ermac.
except
What's going on?
Ermac, bro. Hell nah. Put the mask on him, bro. Put the mask back on. Like, ain't no way, bro. You know how everyone kind of like gaslit Dream to like put his mask back on? We should like gaslit the Mortal Kombat
Yeah,
devs.
bully
Yo,
him.
put the
Yeah,
mask.
I'm gonna
Put the
bully the
mask back
devs.
on. Put the mask back on Ermac, please. Or give me the MK11 design. I'll take that instead. Give me that instead. I'll forgive them in a heartbeat. But yeah, no. So like, I'm loving all the ninjas in this game. Like, I think the only ninja we're missing is Noob. In terms of the story, it wouldn't make sense because Bihan is still alive. But we're not talking about that. We're not gonna talk about DLC predictions for the future when we still have to wait for like the entirety of season 1 to come out.
True.
But when it comes to what we see here so far, like, I'm liking everything. You know what I mean? Everything looks great. Really, really happy and everything.
It was
But
pretty cool for me because like two of the other
Mhm.
characters revealed. I forget her name all the time. Ashura,
yeah, Ashura.
something. Ashura and Havoc. I grew up with the 3D Mortal Kombat games, so seeing them there was really exciting for me.
Yeah, I do like how they made her look a little bit more like of a demon. Like compared to the previous one, she looked more human.
Yeah,
So I do
and
like the way
Havoc looks incredible.
Havoc looks insanely good, bro. Now we're just missing, I think 4 more characters we're missing for the base roster, 4 or 5 or something like that. I think it all got
Around there,
leaked
yeah.
anyways. I think it all got leaked anyway, so something like that. Because I know Shang Tsung
I
is
don't-
one of the
I-
characters, so
I haven't seen it, so I wouldn't know.
yeah, I'm not gonna talk about those
Um,
leaks yet
so-
because yeah, like
It's
just
only 3. It's only like 4 characters left, one being Shang Tsung, so only 3 really.
No, it's actually I think it's actually 6 because like I think if I remember I did the thing like actually 5. My bad. I think it's actually 5. Excuse me. So because if I remember, I think I wrote it down like on the characters that are like leaked or missing, and it's I think like 5 more slots. And Shang Tsung counts for one of those slots, so it's like gonna be like 23 characters in the base roster, then plus Shang Tsung. You know.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be something like that. But yeah, that's Mortal Kombat 1. I did like what I saw. Like, I'm really, really excited for MK1. I'm probably going to buy day 1 and everything, try it out and everything. I need to also buy Street Fighter 6. I'm slacking. But yeah, no, so I definitely want to buy it. What about you guys, though?
I'm very forward to MK1. I like the direction that they're going with the game. It's very combo-oriented, so it's more focused on, like, you being able to go as much as you can with said character to try to knock out every nook and cranny of it. I like the direction they're going with MK1.
Like, I always like the appeal of, like, combo-based fighting games over, like, I guess the slower ones, like MK11. MK11 didn't really have much of a focus on doing combos and everything. It was just super slow. But yeah, no, MK1, I need it, bro. That game looks beautiful, bro. So I guess if no one else has anything else to say to MK1, we'll finally go to the last game, which is Guilty Gear Strive.
Well, no. The only thing is, I was just gonna say that. Yeah, that trailer did bring me back to wanting it because when I saw that Johnny Cage combo, how ugly it looked, I'm like, man, they really need to show me something cool for me to come back again. So I'm more on the train of buying it. I don't know if I'll buy it day 1, but I'll definitely consider buying it. That's more than I had for Mortal Kombat 11. That's for sure.
True.
But yeah, no, like, MK1 though. I will say though that it is looking great, bro. I'm really, really excited for that game, bro. Like, I need it. Yeah. I need it now, bro.
The devs are doing something very unique with this game, and I really like the direction that it's going with. And that's not even talking about like the I remember the leaked season pass before they revealed it themselves.
Yeah, and now that we know who it is, yeah, Takeda, Quan Chi, what's it called, the Ermac. Then we have Omni-Man, Homelander, and then what's his name?
One guy I couldn't even see. They said 6 characters.
True.
Yeah, I can't find the last one. Am I miscounting?
Yeah. Anyways, they said this Peacemaker guy was in there, but I
didn't see him at all, bro. I mean, they look cool, so we'll see. I mean, I do want more original Mortal Kombat characters, but that's more for like a rant.
Yeah, I don't know who's. I'm pretty sure they said either Omni-Man or Homelander will be coming out within a month after the game releases.
That's cool though.
When is the game supposed to come out? Is it somewhere like in October or November?
I'm not too sure. I just know one of the first one is supposed to be one of either Omni-Man or Homelander, but I'm not sure which one.
I get you. I mean, so like me, you already know I do want Doomslayer, so I do hope that Doomslayer does get in. I think that'll be really fucking cool.
That'd be such a twist, but it's such a well welcomed addition to Mortal Kombat. Like that'd be so fire.
It would make so much sense.
The last time we had a video game character in a Mortal Kombat game was Kratos all the way back in 9, and it was console exclusive.
Yep. So yeah, that is what it is with that one, bro. But yeah, like. So that's pretty much it, I guess, for Mortal Kombat 1, right? Yeah, so, like, we just got a couple more. I know there's definitely more trailers coming along the way. The game's coming out very, very soon. And then we'll finally get our final verdict then once that game drops. It'll definitely hold me off until Spider-Man 2 comes out. So, you already know, bro.
True.
So, I guess that leaves us with our final announcement, that being Guilty Gear Strive, which is SabdierZ's favorite because of what they did to one character. But what's it called? Guilty Gear Strive Season 3 announced a lot of character buffs, buffs and nerfs, new universal moves for everyone. SabdierZ finally getting his Anji buff, so anything Anji related he was popping off for. That was so funny, bro.
I was yelling. I was because we were watching it together. And then when they were like, oh, new special moves, like I kept saying to myself, Anji. And then when they showed Anji on screen fighting Soul, I was hoping it was good for Anji and not Soul. So when I saw spin into the new move, which I can probably say what it is, like I probably have a good idea on what it's supposed to be. I was like jumping up for joy. I got more excited for Anji getting a new move
than the actual character they got announced. I mean, to be fair, when your main gets a new buff, wouldn't you pop off, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, like honestly, I don't blame you. I think I like what they're doing. All these new universal moves, these like offensive and defensive moves that they're doing. Like honestly, they're all like both really sick. And then of course, we have our new character. That is the return of none other than Johnny, coming through and everything. The what's it called? The first character of season 3. Once again, season 3 is doing 4 characters again.
4 characters, 2 stages. Yep.
4 characters, 2 stages. I was honestly surprised because I mean, so far it looks like the only one that had 5 characters was season 1. And I feel like it was only going to be 4, and then like the 5th character was going to be like, who do we want to put from this like poll? That's what I feel like it was going to be, bro. I'm be real with you. I feel like that was what the 5th character was for.
Well, no, because Arc System Works had a panel at EVO on Friday, and they showed concept art for the game, and Testament was there. So I felt like they already had planned Testament.
No, but Testament wasn't the 5th character. Biken was the last character, remember? Yeah, Biken was
for Strive?
For season 1. Season 1?
Season 1 Strive?
Yeah, like I feel like the last...
it wasn't...
It wasn't
Biken.
Yeah, wasn't Biken the last one? Because I thought
it was Testament.
Really?
Testament.
Okay. All right, then never mind then. I thought it was...
I'll forever love the fact... Well, I remember seeing a meme when like people be playing like Biken and stuff from Guilty Gear. Like, do not worry about her brother. Put your mind. We need to focus on these Johnny combos.
No, like the order. So just to tell you the order of DLC was Gold Lewis, Jacko, Chaos, Biken, then Testament.
Okay. I was probably tripping. Or maybe the 4th character that was planned. I don't know. Like I guess I was tripping.
And then for season 2, in order was Bridget, Sin, Bedman, Asuka.
Yeah, Bedman. No, you said it wrong. It was Bedman with a question mark.
Oh yeah, sorry. Man.
But so now we have Johnny. Definitely a character that got 2nd place in every single damn poll. Like
for the first one,
yeah, for the first one,
the first poll, it was
he died again.
Bike and Johnny Dizzy. Bike and Johnny Dizzy. Bike and Johnny Dizzy. And it was Bridget, Johnny for one other region. It was like Bridget. Well, the second one, for the second one, Johnny was up there, but it wasn't. It wasn't the same one as like the first one that they did.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the poll here real quick. Yeah, right now, like if we were to go based on like what the polls have, right? So yeah, obviously number 1, the winner was like they picked already Johnny, and Johnny was like high up there, like even in the original. And I think it was also
the first one. Sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say he was like top 3 in like almost everything except the Japan poll where he was in 5th this time.
Yeah, because in the original poll, the first poll before the game came out, I think it was only in betas. Yeah, it was Bike and Johnny Dizzy for everywhere except Japan. For Japan, it was Bridget, Johnny, Ram. This was before Ram was announced, so
yeah,
that was the order.
And I feel like they're definitely gonna take Dizzy into consideration. So I do hope that Dizzy is actually added here. And looking at this new poll, I do see a lot of Slayer in the top, so I feel like Slayer will definitely, what's it called? Like Slayer will definitely be added, and I think he just fit well. Like Slayer's a really really cool character, and I do feel like given how they're returning like old characters, they did it with Anj in the base roster, they did it with Testament in season 1, Bridget in season 2. I feel like the next one's gonna be Abba, so I feel like that's the next one that they have to bring into the roster. I don't know if you guys agree, but yeah, I feel like Abba needs that time to shine, and I feel like now's the time, bro. Now is the time.
When it comes to Plus R, the only characters I want back are just Abba, Holy Order, and Cliff. But mainly like young Cliff, not old guy Cliff, like a young guy Cliff. I'd love to see that. Like something new with the guy. But
I don't blame you. But other than that, the other characters I do want to see is either Alphod or Jam. Those are the only other 2 characters I do want to see back. But right now, I'm leaning more towards these last 3 characters being Dizzy, Slayer, and Abba. Those are what I'm thinking. Those last 3 characters for season 3 are gonna be. But other than that, Johnny looks great. I'm happy with what I'm seeing. I'm glad to see more Guilty Gear love. The game recently, I think, surpassed 2 million copies, or was it 1 million? I think it was 1 million, right?
It was 2.5 million players.
2.5 million. Okay. Regardless of the case, incredible. Like Guilty Gear's making numbers. Remember when it was a time when this game would like not even reach 1 million? And Dragon Ball Fighters really did elevate that, bro. So like I'm glad to see Arc System Works getting a lot of love, a lot of recognition and everything. Where's my Persona 5 Arena Arc System? I'm not letting this go. We need it to happen. I will be the strongest advocate for Persona 5 Arena. I will be there in the crowd. I'm going to EVO 2024. I'm going to the ArcSys booth.
It ain't gonna be at EVO.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, at EVO. I'm gonna be like, when's Persona 5 Arena? I'm literally just gonna walk around like that in the ArcSys booth, get the attention of the devs and everything. Be like, hey, where is it at? If it's not announced by then.
But in terms of like for me, and so this is what I expect. Okay, so I do think we'll get ABBA. I think we'll get one new character, and we'll get probably Dizzy. So I think Johnny, probably Dizzy, or if not, I could see them bringing Hey-Yoon or Answer, like just a character that was only an Xrd.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Xrd.
Yeah, I was gonna say because like we did mention newcomer, and Asuka is a new character, but it's a character from the series like since the past. It's just been like they've just never been playable. You know what I mean? I mean, in terms of like new characters, the only like new that has never been in Guilty Gear up until this point was just Gio and Nagoriyuki, because every other character has either been shown before in Guilty Gear story, such as Gold Lewis or Happy Chaos. Happy Chaos was mentioned by name in Xrd, but he's been around since the first game also. You know, or Asuka's been here for so long. So for me, I do think we'll get a new character. Now, if it's a Guilty Gear character, I'd like it to be Gabriel, because that dude has been hyped up for so long. Slayer's rival. The dude in Xrd story mode is able to punch the strength of nukes. You know, I want to see that. But yeah, there's a lot of characters they can pretty much pull from, essentially.
Yeah. But for me, in my money, if I had to bet on anything, I think we will get a guest character this season.
That is a very interesting prediction.
Because last year, this was before Bridget was announced, they had a character poll. And in that character poll, you could vote for anyone. And I do mean anyone that has ever been playable, mentioned, whatever. Okay, that was what the second poll was. And in that poll, you know, a lot of characters did end up becoming DLC, but they were obviously planned, right? Yeah. So like Bridget, Sin, Asuka, you know, not Bedman, but you know, the other three, yes. But in that poll, from what I remember, they did talk a lot about the interest of a guest character. And for me, I feel like you wouldn't bring so much attention to a guest character, or like how would people feel about a guest character, unless you were planning one already. And if I had to bet on a guest character, I would like it to be Ragnar the Blood.
Like an actual ArcSys. Okay.
Yeah, I think to test the waters for guest characters for like future ArcSys Works games, I think Ragnar would be the best. Ragnar's the best one because one, they already own the character. Yeah. Blaze Blue does share its similarities with Guilty Gear, and Ragnar himself is the easiest character to bring into Guilty Gear gameplay wise, because I don't know how much of you two played Blaze Blue, but Blaze Blue characters have gimmicks, you know.
Yeah. I played both. I played both Cross Tag and Central Fiction.
I played Central Fiction.
Has at least something going on.
Yeah. And it's like, the thing is that with that game... Oh.
No, I was just going to say, like, with Ragnar, you know, he's the simplest one because all he is he heals himself at the end of combos or block swings.
Yeah, like, he's a Grim Reaper, you know, like, essentially, you know? So, essentially, yeah, no, I could see that. I mean, that would be pretty cool to see. I'm not going to say that yet for the time being because Guilty Gear's not had that when it comes to, like, guest characters, so I'm not going to, like, be like, all right, so guest character is going to be part of this, because I don't want to like say that yet until like it's officially confirmed that we do get at least one in the series. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll probably keep it myself the same. You know, Dizzy, Abba, and Slayer. I'm gonna keep it safe, I guess. But you know, so that's who I'm thinking right now. I don't know about you, Fern, but do you have any predictions on who the last three characters are gonna be?
Honestly, not too sure because I don't know as much of the Guilty Gear series. I've played both Strive and
Don't worry.
I have played a couple characters before in Xrd 2, and I personally have more fun with Xrd 2 than I have with Strive. I'm gonna just say that right now.
Base.
I did have a lot of fun with Dizzy when I did play a little bit of Xrd, so I do honestly hope she makes it back. This could just be a mechanical thing, but I don't think they will. But it'd be cool if they brought back the like instant kill effects.
That'd be awesome.
So I guess I could talk about that now. Well, if you're done, I want to wait till you're done.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Or let me see that. Well, Instacove, actually, that is right. That there is no Instacove.
No. So So again, bringing back to that developer panel, they were asked a lot of questions, and also there was an IGN interview. So they specifically said for insta-kills that they're still constantly being in talks. They don't know if they will implement them, which to me, developer talk means they plan on doing it one day. Just not. But for like, I could see them rolling out insta-kills in a season 4, because I do think the game will at least reach season 4. I don't think it's going to end after 3. Especially with the momentum of Strive. I doubt they're going to stop at 3. So I think insta-kills will be there eventually, but as of right now, for season 3, they specifically mentioned that they do want to change up the gameplay a lot. So, for example, they showed in the trailer itself, we are getting new moves. And they said that the disclaimer said that 6 out of the 15 initial characters will be getting new moves. So my assumption here is that in the next 2 updates, all the rest of the initial roster will get new moves. I don't think they're going to give any of the DLC characters new moves yet.
Yeah.
But in terms of the base roster, because they desperately need it, they are getting new moves. And they only showed
5, and 5 of the 15 that are getting it. So I think that's
4 out of
cool.
the 6, which is weird.
Oh,
so
4. I thought it was 5.
Huh?
I thought it was 5.
6. It was 6. They said 6.
Oh, okay.
No, they showed 4. Yeah, they showed 4, which was Ram, Faust, May, and Anji. But they said 6. So there's going to be 2 more characters in this update that will have new moves.
Okay.
As well.
That's
and
cool,
they also specified that they're changing game mechanics like burst. How you get it back is going to be different. And they said they want to change the gameplay more often. Because, for example, the current season, right? Season 2's last update was in December. And from December, we basically played the exact same game till now. So they said they do want to change the game more often. So we'll see, especially because, again, they do have to balance around these new moves. It's not like they're going to give May. May's currently considered among the top 5, top 2 of the game, from what I've seen of a majority of tier lists. I doubt they're going to give May this brand new move, but still leave her the exact same way that she is.
Yeah.
But that's really it in terms of season 3.
Yeah, season 3.
I'm excited for Johnny, though.
There's a lot of things that are to be excited for, because a lot of the stuff they're going to do new. So it's definitely going to be new for Guilty Gear Strive in the future. EVO 2024 for Guilty Gear is probably going to be very different, especially with all these new moves and everything. More hype as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But other than that, I think that pretty much rounds up everything that we had at EVO in terms of announcements and just in general the hype of the rounds and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, overall, this EVO was a banger. 10 out of 10. Probably one of the best EVOs we've had. I'm telling you, bro. EVO definitely ditching Smash was a good thing. I'm just saying, no more Smash.
Look, it's sad when Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl is more of a fighting game to EVO than Smash Emerald.
So true, bro. That I guess that wraps things up here, right? And unless you guys have any final thoughts.
The only thing I will say is I really look forward to EVO next year.
Same.
I personally do really hope that Marvel 3 does come back. I feel like Marvel 3 is a really big staple. Or just like the Marvel vs. Capcom games in general are just really big staple games at EVO besides Street Fighter. I know back in the day, didn't they usually do 9 games instead of
They did 9.
Yes.
They alternate.
9 games. They did 9 or 8, and they had top 8s, but now it's top 6.
Yeah. And they alternate sometimes. Sometimes they do 9, sometimes they do 8. They like to alternate and everything, so we'll see what happens next year. That's why when you see predictions, they put 9 or 8 games and also for their predictions.
My main hope for next year's EVO, so the games I expect, right, to return or is Strive. 6.
Hey, you're saving. Hey, you gotta save that for the future video.
Oh,
you gotta save that for the future video, right? There you go, bro. Big brain.
There you go. I do wonder what they consider nostalgic.
I feel like it's too early to decide on what games besides MK1, Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6.
Yeah,
and
like
Strive.
the obvious ones. I was just gonna mention what obvious ones are gonna be there.
Yeah, I feel like it's too early for the time being. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But
in terms of final thoughts, all I hope is that they bring back the intros again because that was such a
Same.
good idea.
Agreed.
Keep that
Mhm.
in. And more Chipotle sponsorship. That
So
was funny.
true, bro.
Ain't
Sponsored by
nobody get
Chipotle.
the free burrito.
Get your free burrito with code whatever the hell it was.
Yeah,
anyways,
and I think my final thought is I can't believe they took away Johnny's straps and replaced it with laces. This is so cringe. Yeah, that's right.
Understandable. Anyways, I guess that wraps things up. Hey, so I want them to pretty much shill their stuff here. So anything you guys want to shill?
As to show, I'm not too sure.
Your Twitch. There you go. His Twitch is in the description.
I mean, shit, that too. Fuck. My Twitter and Twitch, if y'all want to see me over there, I do stream every now and then whenever I actually have time or life is not fucking fisting me in the ass.
So true.
That's a very interesting choice of words, and I have a similar.
It's true.
Life do be rough out here.
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
But for me, just my YouTube and I guess my Twitter, because I'm really just I'm gonna basically stop doing most social stuff. I'm just really gonna do YouTube and Twitter, and then if my internet decides to ever work consistently, going back to Twitch as well.
Understandable. So all the links will be down in the description. So go ahead and show them some love. And it was all
Make
mine.
sure to add the MySpace.
The OnlyFans. You already know, bro.
Yeah.
All of my stuff will be
that's
down
all
there as well. Go show support for my homies here. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have yourselves a fantastic day and take care, everyone.